Good morning, my twosies. I hope you're having a fabulous Friday. I'm excited to wrap our week up with you today. We're going to start our day with a review. So let's look down at our plant life cycle. This was included in your email, so if you haven't had a chance to look at this, you can pause this video and go grab it. But let's remember how plants grow. So the life cycle of a plant starts right here when a seed gets planted in the ground. And after that seed gets nourished from the soil, it gets rain to feed it, it gets some sunshine, it starts to sprout, and the roots start to grow. Then this plant becomes a little seedling, and it starts to lift up above the ground. And the sun and the rain, they nourish these leaves, and it grows bigger and bigger and bigger until we have a plant that has grown from a tiny, tiny seed. So this is what we've talked about this week. We've planted things and watched things grow and talked about petals and stems and leaves. Remember, this is the stem. Here's the leaves, seeds, roots. We've talked about all these things. We're going to finish up with some activities today. We get to make one more flower. But first, we're going to do some counting. So let's pull out our number line. We've got our number line here today, and we have a paper with objects to count. So this sheet right here is asking us how many flowers, how many plants, how many seeds, how many sunshines. We're going to count the objects and cross them off and then see if we can find the numbers on the number line. Are you ready? So we're going to start off with these flowers. Let's see if we can find flowers. Where are those flowers? Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, 8 flowers. That's so many. We're going to write an 8 in this box, but what does 8 look like? What does that number look like? Let's check our number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's the number 8. So we are going to, upside down, draw the number 8. Good. Let's go next to our seeds. Let's count the seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, 10. 10 is so many. Let's look at our number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I love 10. Let's write 10 in the box. Great. Okay, moving on. Do you see any plants on our paper? Let's see how many we can find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good, I think we found them all. Let's check our number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. Let's write a number 6 inside the box. That's awesome. Okay, my very last thing I have on this paper is sunshines. I love it when the sun shines. Look at our paper. Can you see sunshines? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, can we find the 7 on our number line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, great job. Friends, we counted so high today. That was so many. I love counting those big numbers with you. All right, we're going to set this aside and go to our next activity. We are going to be cutting with scissors today. Now, we cut it with scissors a little bit yesterday, but today we're going to take a strip of paper and we're going to cut all the way across. So grab your scissors, and let's remember, we put our thumbs up, we put our thumbs up when we cut, cut, cut. Good, so make sure your thumb is on top. So yesterday we cut in little tiny strips, and I know you guys are really good at this. So today we're gonna do something a little bit harder. We're gonna take our scissors and we're gonna try and cut our paper all the way across. All the way across. Woo, good job. Let's do it again. All the way across. All the way across. Good. Okay, so our hand can get kind of tired when we do this, when we use our alligator chomper with our thumbs up. So if you need to take a little break, that's okay. Let's try and do it one more time, using our big strong hands and our alligator chomper with our thumb on top, all the way across. All the way across. Good. After you've cut your paper all the way across a couple times, you can cut out little shapes. Look at these little tiny cuts. I know you guys are so good at cutting little teeny tiny things. So sometimes we cut things that are big, but I know you guys like to cut your little tiny pieces. So you can cut your little tiny pieces on your paper, make a nice little pile. But when you're all finished, make sure you clean up. If you're having a hard time holding your paper, you can ask a grown-up for help. But remember, we have our thumb up, and then we use this hand to pinch our paper. Pinch your paper. Use your thumb up to cut, cut, cut. All right. Let's put our scissors away, and we're gonna do our craft for the day. We have one more day today to make flowers, and we're gonna talk all about the different parts of the flower. So, get out your blue piece of paper. You're gonna need some glue. You have a baggie in your packet that has little tiny seeds. And you should have some colorful noodles. And these can be any shape and size. We gave you a little bit of a variety. And then our last thing we have is a green pipe cleaner. Now this pipe cleaner is gonna make the stem of our flower. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna twist it and then we're gonna set it aside. So we're gonna take the edge of this and we're gonna wrap it around our finger, and look what happens. When we wrap it around our finger, it makes a little circle. Good, then we can take this and fold it down and twist, make a little leaf. And then if you want, you can cut the stem, or you can twist it some more, make a couple extra. But once we have a little loop for our finger, we're gonna take our stem and set it down. Okay, now I'm gonna use my fingers today to use the glue, but just remember, when we use our fingers, we don't eat glue. Glue is so yucky for your mouth. So the glue goes on paper. Today it gets on our fingers, and we'll wash our hands when we're done. So ask a grown-up or a big brother or sister who's helping you to put a glue dot on your piece of paper, and you're gonna take your finger and just spread it around, make a nice little circle. Then you can take your little seeds and we're gonna sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Good. We can push these little seeds into the middle. Yeah, this is so awesome. These little seeds, they're all collecting together. Now, when we see bees on flowers, they are looking for pollen. And the pollen is at the center of the flower, and that is what we're making right now. This is the spot for the bees to come. Okay, the next thing we're gonna put on our flower is some petals. So we're gonna get our glue again, and we're gonna go around the edge just like we did before, and we're gonna make an even bigger circle. Round and round. Okay, now we can use our fingers again, but don't put your fingers in your mouth. And we're just gonna squiggle this around, make some circles, get that glue all around. Okay, so now that we have our little seeds in the middle, we're gonna put our noodles all around the edge. So get out your little noodles. These ones are kind of squiggly. We're gonna put them all around the sides, one by one. One by one. Put those noodles around the edge. These are our flower's petals. Flower petals are colorful. They can be any color. They can be purple or pink. They can be red and orange. Sometimes petals are just one color. Sometimes there are lots of colors. And this little flower we're making has petals that are lots of colors. We'll put our noodles all around the side. Now this is a project that's going to need to dry, so you'll have to find a place at your house that has a spot for drying. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful. We have one last step. So our last step is we're going to make a line with our glue. So you can do a glue dot if you want. And we're going to take that glue dot and make a line. And what do you think goes there? Our stem. We have our green stem and our green leaf. And we're going to put it right there. If it's a little long, you can cut it when it dries. But there you have a beautiful flower. When it dries, you can sit it up and show it to your family and maybe share it with a friend. I hope you had fun doing our activities this week, guys. It's been so fun to talk with you about plants and things that grow. This weekend, make sure you look all around at the beautiful things that are growing around you. You can look at the colors and the shapes and the different textures, the way things feel, and I hope you have a fun time doing it. We'll see you again next week. Bye!